Hi guys, you're back with Treacleb, and today I'm going to be launching a new series called Treacleb Bakes, and that's because lately we've been having a few of the normal veg in our veg box, and I thought I'd give a new series a go, because a couple of people asked me to look at cakes and desserts on the channel. So today we're going to be making a carrot cake, which comes out of the Riverford Riverford cookbook that they sent to me. And so what we're going to next do is have a look at the ingredients. Okay, so let's have a look at the ingredients we need to make the carrot cake today. Right, so I'm actually doubling up the recipe because I'm going to make a larger cake. I'll put the ingredients down as they are in the actual recipe. So there's 250 grams of self-raising flour. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 150 grams of soft brown sugar, 100 grams of sultanas, 200 grams of grated carrot, 150 millilitres of vegetable or sunflower oil, 2 medium eggs, which you're going to need to beat lightly. And now we're going to get on with the recipe. Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is sieve the flour. Now this shouldn't take just a few minutes. I'm going to do a bit at a time. And as I do that, I'm going to add in the baking powder. And obviously the reason we sieve it is to get some air in the flour. We've had some great experiences with carrot cake actually. We've often had various different versions of it. We've been on skiing trips, and it's been the most straightforward of recipes to make for our chalet staff. And it's great to come back to with a nice hot cup of coffee and a great chunk of carrot cake after you've had a really good day out of skiing. And also that's a nice straightforward recipe for some chalet staff to make. And ours is not too dissimilar today. It's not a difficult recipe to do. But also obviously you've seen the high-end price versions that you get in all of those really expensive coffee shops that you see. And then this is just as good as any of those cakes you see out there in those coffee shops, but I do think for the price that they charge, you could easily make this at home for far less money and really enjoy a decent carrot cake. Anyway, so there we are. The flour is sieved into the bowl, and next we need to stir in the brown sugar. Give that a quick stir around. We need to just blend that in a bit. Just obviously you can see it blended quite well through that flour there now. And next we're going to add in the sultanas. Oops, over there. Just mix them through. Try and bake them if they're a bit stuck together. They often do stick together in the packet. My friends and family love this cake. It's been well received when we've made it before, and so I thought it was a really good idea to do this today. And then the grated carrots, they're going in next. Obviously when you're weighing the carrots, have a look, consider that you're obviously cutting a bit off the end and you're not grating every single bit of the carrot in. And obviously because that rate can make a difference when you grated it. So it's obviously not going to grate right to the end of the carrot. And we've had carrots in our veg box nearly every week actually, and our daughter really loves carrots, which is a bonus. But I thought, well, we could use the carrots out of the veg box this week to do something else with them, to put them in a dessert. It's a really good idea, or well, a cake, you know. So that's quite well mixed in. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break the eggs in to the oil and give that a stir around. Now, as I say, I'm doubling up, so I'm going to break in 4 eggs. You'd only need the 2. We'll put all the recipe details in the information down below anyway. How many is that? 2. Right, 1, 3. Oh, before I forget, actually, you need to heat your oven to 160 centigrade. Yeah, it's going to need to cook for quite a considerable time, this. So if you need, you need to get it's yeah, you need to get it up to temperature. It shouldn't take too long, obviously, that way. But obviously you can put it on, and by the time you've mixed all this stuff, sieved the flour, mixed it all together, I'm sure most people's ovens will be up to temperature. Okay, that looks quite awful, but it's a necessary thing to do. There we go, it's all mixed together. Next thing we're going to do is just gradually add this mixture in. Give it a good stir. Need mussels. Actually, if you've got one of those wonderful KitchenAid mixers, you could probably throw all of this in at this point, and it always rounds. But that's on my my hit list of things to get, actually, when I'm making loads of money at some point. But obviously, I thought, well, a good old elbow grease does not hurt. It wouldn't hurt anybody to give, to take the time to mix this in. Obviously, you could use electric whisk, but it's as you can see, it's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of flour, and there's quite a lot of ingredients in there to mix into it. We're about half of that in now, so I'm going to just put a bit more in. I think what we'll do is we'll come back to when we're ready to put it into the oven. Okay, so we've mixed it in now, it's looking good. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to grease the baking tin. You won't need one this size, you probably need one about 7 inches. And what we're going to do is, I use a cooking spray to spray the to grease the tin. You can just use regular margarine or butter if you need to. But I just give it a quick spray, and that's that. It just helps it lift out, actually. It cooks for quite a long time, as I say, this cake, so it just come away from the sides a bit easier. So what we're now going to do is we're going to scoop this lovely cake mix in. I'm avoiding trying to get all of my elbow in the shot and the camera shot. It's quite a thick mixture. There is quite, as I say, there's quite a lot of ingredients in there. Oops. As much as we can out of the bowl. Up there. Just that spoon and scrape off the wooden spoon. Just going to give it a smooth over, a little. Okay, so there we have it. We're just now going to pop it in the oven, and it needs to cook, say, about 160 for around an hour and a quarter. And I'll give you the information on how to check it when we take it out. But you will need to check it by sticking a skewer in it and ensuring that comes out clear, or a thin knife. And obviously if there's mixture on it, the cake's not cooked. Right, so the cooker's up to temperature. I'm going to pop it in. Okay, and we're going to set the timer for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Our cake will probably take a bit longer than that because we've made a bigger version. We'll come back and I'll show you and we'll demonstrate how to check it. Okay, and what I'm going to do, we've had the 1 1/4 hours that the recipe requires. Obviously ours is a larger portion of cake mixture in there. So what I'm going to do is just take a skewer and I'm going to pull the tray out and I'm going to poke it in. Now actually that looks quite clear. I'm going to give our cake about another 15 minutes just to be sure, and it's looking good, looking really nice, so that's really good. So your cake would be more than ready, I would imagine, by this point, and you could take it out. Then you need to put it on a trivet just to cool. But I should leave it in the tin for about 10 minutes, but we'll talk it through and I'll put the information in the comments below. Okay, so our cake's had the full cooking time now, so I'm going to just quickly give it another check. Oh, it does smell really great. Let's pull the tray out, pop the skewer in. And it's come out nice and clean. So, we're now going to take the cake out, and what we're going to do is, looking good, what we're going to do is we're going to leave it in its tin for 10 minutes, and we're just going to then take the springform tin off it, and it will need to cool down. It's going to take a long time to cool. I would say easily 45 minutes to cool. But it's such a really good size cake, this one, so it might take a little bit longer than that. As I say, it's coming out nice and clean, which is brilliant. Okay, so the cake's cooled enough now, so we're going to cut a slice, and Evelyn's here with me. She's going to give it a try for us, and I'm going to give it a try as well. Let's give it a cut. Just take a smallish slice out. You're waving to the camera. So there we go. Looks lovely. I'm going to cut you a bit off. Okay, there you go. You taste a bit, and Mummy will taste a bit.
Mmm, it's great.
It's lovely. Yeah, it's really good. I do think that you could offer this as an alternative for on Christmas Day. It's a good easy cake to make. It does take a little while to cook, but it's really tasty. Some people don't like Christmas cakes, so they probably would give us a try. And we just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody.
And a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year. If we don't get a chance to put another video up between now and Christmas, obviously we do really want to wish everybody a really happy Christmas. So, but also I'd like to know if you're going to if you make the cake, let me know your comments down below. Okay then, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!